Hey y'all, it's Michael and it's Vlogtember day 27, and in case you're wondering, yes, I did miss a video for September 25th because life just caught up with me basically. So today I'm here to do what I'm going to start calling TBR, the Booktube report. And in case you're wondering, there's a glare from the sun right there. What this is basically, since I watch so much Booktube, I thought I would let you guys know some of my favorite videos within the past few weeks that I think you guys should watch. I know a lot of booktubers do these type of videos and I quite enjoy them because it's always great to find new videos to watch and especially new people to subscribe to. I want to give two shout outs and they're doing the same thing. They're basically filming a single video every single day in September and I'm so happy for them. I've been watching all of their videos. The first one is Denise Cooper from Denise D. Cooper or Denise ArtsBookLife. But Denise is so much fun to watch.
Hey guys, it's Denise Cooper, and I'm sitting here watching Booktube.
I want to spotlight one of her videos that she started during her Vlogtember videos, which is this thing that she does, which is called Booktube on Booktube, where she watches other booktubers' videos, and I think it's such a great idea. It is so cool. Like, I legitly love watching them. It's like a reaction video to the booktuber, and I love it so much. I'm hoping that it's a trend that catches on because I think it's fantastic. It's such a great thing that she does, and the commentary, it's so funny. Like, some of her commentary are hilarious, especially the one. Okay, this is a kind of like being kind of selfish, but the one where she talks about me was so funny.
I don't even know if he notices that. They're just so beautiful. Maybe it's just the outdoor setting. This cover of the book looks like waterproof. I mean, it looks like paper, which mirrors that. And then the yellow, of course, in the raincoat. And listen to the sound of the rain. What you trying to tell us, Michael? I know you ain't a victim, but like I said, you're going to be a victim of that Hurricane Irma that's in your backyard right now with the wind and the rain if you don't get your tail inside.
Feel yourself. Yes.
He always does that. Okay. I told you Hurricane Irma and you're going to be a victim. He's going to be a victim of Hurricane Irma if he don't get inside. Bye, you guys. Bye, Michael Reads. This is Booktube on Booktube.
The other one I want to give a shout out to is Dylan the Reader 5. The first question I have is, who's the other Dylan the Readers? Because I haven't seen them on Booktube yet.
Hey guys, my name is Dylan. This month I'm doing a video every single day because I hate myself. As you heard it right, I'm going to be doing Veds video every day September. I don't know. I'm just going to call it that.
I actually chat with Dylan quite often actually on Twitter and whatnot because he posts really funny things and he always responds back. And he's one of those booktubers where he does a lot of readathons, and it's always great when I watch him do the vlogs, and I actually like following him on other social medias, especially like his stories on Instagram. They're really great. They are long, Dylan. It's like watching him read in real time. It's fantastic. Ooh, that light glare, yes. This week is actually Banned Book Week. It started by the American Library Association, and there are two videos I want to highlight. The first one is from the Bookish land, where she made a video called Banned Book Recommendations Around the World, where she collabed with a whole bunch of other booktubers from different parts of the world, and they talk about a banned book within their country.
Hi there, it's Miracle. Next week from September the 24th to September the 30th is Banned Book Week. In this week, we celebrate the freedom of reading and we remind ourselves that there are many books that have been banned or is still banning in many countries. So I invited some of my friends all around the world to talk about a book that has been banned in their country and recommend them to you in the spirit of Banned Book Week.
There were some great recommendations from around the world, which is really great. I also want to recommend another video that's kind of, I wouldn't say opposite of that, but it's like more of a discussion about what is Banned Book Week and some of the, I guess, problems, I guess you could say, but more of the like highlights and the lowlights from Vannessa from Splitreads, which she titled A Critical View of Banned Book Week. Banned Books Week.
I wanted to discuss a more critical view of Banned Books Week because in the program that I'm doing and just in like papers that I read for my classes, I have come across some pushback to the idea of Banned Books Week and what it's meant to accomplish, and also by the way that it's framed by the Office for Intellectual Freedom and librarians in general.
Go check it out. It is a really great discussion, and as the filming of this right now, she just uploaded it, but I'm sure as soon as more people watch this video that the comment section is going to be lit. Also, make sure you check out, because we're in the middle right now of Hispanic Heritage Month, and if you follow the hashtag Hispanic Heritage Reads, tell me if I'm wrong, but it was started by Marines from My Name is Marines to encourage more readers, I was gonna say booktubers, but readers from Instagram, Bookstagram, Twitter, bloggers, Tumblrs, booktubers, oh my god, there's a lot of to read more works by Hispanic Latinx authors. So check that hashtag out. And in case you're wondering how I'm doing for Hispanic Heritage Month, don't ask me. Do not ask me. But if anything, I will be finished by October, hopefully, maybe. We'll see how the cookie crumbles. Okay, the other one is a really great discussion video that I really connected with by Jennifer from insert literary pun here, which she titled To Read Widely or to Specialize. She really gracefully talks about, should I read more like towards a target or more widely read? And this topic has been talked about so many times on Booktube in general. It's like she was talking about me, really.
Because when it comes to reading, more actually feels like less. As you become aware of more authors, you find new favorite authors whose backlists you want to explore. So more than ever this year, I've been confronted with a big question. How do I balance reading widely versus specializing in a few areas? But when it comes to being widely read, Steve admits that that's much, much harder. There are so many books in the world. Just full of insights today, you guys. But seriously, for the purposes of this discussion, it's worth stating the obvious. It would be crazy enough to just focus on new releases, right? But if you add all of publishing history, it becomes like impossible, absolutely impossible, for there not to be Jupiter-sized holes in your reading.
Like I mentioned before, like dabble in different genres and different topics. Go check it out. I really like the video. The next one is just an editing video, because I always enjoy whenever booktubers upload how they edit and how they film in their process of filming. I really liked it. And recently Lauren from Reads and Daydreams, she does what's called like how to start a booktube channel. She did like multiple ones, and she recently uploaded one, it's number 4, about her editing process.
Editing. Now, I am certainly not a technology genius, so in terms of the finer points of editing and using software, I'm probably not going to be able to help with that. But what I can do is give you an overview of how I edit my videos and some different types of software that is available for you. The first thing I would say is that if you are starting a YouTube channel, do not buy any Movie Maker software. There really is no need. If you use a Windows PC, then normally your PC will come with Windows Movie Maker, which is free technology, and if you use a Mac, it should come with iMovie. Both of these programs are completely fine and serviceable, especially when you're first starting out.
I love looking at other people editing process because it always gives me an insight to how they edit, but also like how I might be able to change mine to like better process it, basically. Another video that I really enjoyed recently was from Juan from Just One Reader, which he titled A Brief History of Many Frustrations. So he picked up A Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James, and in this video he talks about his frustration with reading it. He read to a pretty good spot actually, and he talks about like he's not quite understanding it and he's kind of lost, so he's asking his viewers, should he DNF the book or should he keep going? Now, as you know from me, I am one of those booktubers where I will keep going even if I don't like the book or even if I don't understand it. I really like hearing about his thoughts about DNFing that book and like his problems with it.
I guess I don't want to feel alone by making this decision of DNFing this book. I want to feel like I am making an informed decision, a conscious decision. I finished the first section, which covers the first 120 pages, more or less. And for the life of me, I could not tell you what I have read so far.
And here's the thing with me, I myself personally enjoy when like books kind of are disjointed, or like kind of throws the reader head first into this world that they're building. And I am one of those people that I will keep reading because I kind of have trust, I guess a trust issue. I kind of have faith that a great writer will be able to weave everything together and make me understand in the end that everything will tie in together like little jigsaw puzzles. And this is how I feel also with Marlon James' A Brief History of Seven Killings. And the thing about that is the book starts off really disjointedly. There are a lot of characters, and also I could also understand his frustration with reading patois. I hope I pronounced that right, because when you first start reading it, it is a little bit difficult if you don't hear it that quite often. For me, I'm one of those readers, like if I don't understand a line, it's not familiar with me, I will like read it physically out loud and keep repeating it until I get it or like understand the gist of what they're saying. It's kind of like with patois for the first time, I was like, what is tings? And I was like, does that sound, it kind of sound like things. And I was like, oh, it's just like the H is like cut off, and it's like a if you say things fast enough, you can go like things. So I was like, oh, things, like things. One of those people like do as I say, not as I do, where I would recommend he DNF it. That's just a personal thing for me, especially if you're not the reading type that like will get frustrated reading it if you don't understand it. I always tell people to DNF it. Life is too short, but at the same time, I don't DNF it. Which is, it's like one of those hypocritical things that I say to do, but I don't do it myself. Personally, for me, it took a while for me to get used to it. Like, I didn't even know what that word, I don't even know how to pronounce it properly. Like, it's, and then I figured out, I was like, oh, is that the word that, it's like a sound? It's like one of those words where it's a sound that means like, I'll put how it looks over here, but yeah, it took me a while to understand what that meant, and I was like, oh, I finally got it. Like it takes a while, but I think the more exposure you get into things like patois, it gets a little bit easier. Like I know for me, it personally got easier. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna recommend two videos that I really enjoyed, and I thought they were like kind of going back and forth against each other. Well, not like a fight, but parallel to each other. In the last section of this video, of these videos, I'm going to do like talk about like read-alongs and readathons that I'm seeing and like trends and stuff. The obvious read-along that I was joining but kind of fell off of it because of all this editing and video stuff that I'm doing is from Adam from Mememtomori, which he is reading the Decameron by Boccaccio, and he hashtag Decamara.
Is the hashtag Decameron. Okay, people, how are you doing? Welcome. My name is Adam. This is the first of 3 videos that I plan to post throughout the month of September, all revolving around a read-along that I'm hosting of the Decameron by Giovanni Boccaccio. We're reading the whole 900+ page collection of stories throughout the whole month of September. And I have to reiterate what I said in that first video, in that even though that I am reading the whole thing within the month, you know, at a certain pace, it certainly doesn't mean that you have to. You know, these videos will be here, I'm sure, for you know, till the end of time, which might be coming up soon.
And I really like him talking about the Decameron. And then a few weeks later, in the middle, I think, of September, Eric from Eric Carl Anderson uploaded a video called, it's a book chat, how should we read classics? How, as a modern reader, viewing classics, especially some of the problematic things that it imposes, and he brings up the topic of the Decameron.
Reading so-called classic literature, especially books in the Western literary canon that often include sexist, racist, and homophobic scenes, characters, or themes. And then I'm going to talk about this big sucker right here, because the booktuber Adam at Mememtomori, he's doing a whole read-along centered around the Decameron this month. So I'm reading along, and a disturbing theme I'm finding in a lot of these stories is that they frequently objectify and sexualize women in a misogynistic way. Big surprise, this was written in the 1300s. Yeah, but the problem is the way these stories are presented to be laughed at. Many of the stories read like anecdotes or extended jokes with the punchline.
It's really great seeing the dynamics between them about how they're approaching the topics that these classics are bringing up. So I would recommend you watch it. Those are all the videos. As I was saying, the last part, I'm going to talk about like some read-alongs and readathons that's happening. Rat just currently finished, which is I Suck at Readathons. So I'm sure you've seen a whole bunch of vlogs, TBRs, and wrap-ups about that already. And then the upcoming one is like Spookathon, about reading thrillers and spooky stories and whatnot. Another readathon is the Vlogtember, and this is more about reading Victorian literature. And so I would recommend you check it out. Check out some of those videos. If you see any trends, any videos you want me to watch that you think are like making waves in Booktube, let me know. I would love to check them out, especially, and then highlight them in another video. So until then, I'll see you guys till tomorrow. Bye!